Frigibax Community Day is happening next weekend in Pokemon GO. This is probably the best calm day we've had of the year, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to run through a full event breakdown to see what the event has to offer. We've got some incredible Stardust bonuses that we're going to show you how to maximize. We've also got a brand new move update happening to Frigibax's evolutions, and we're going to show you how good this might be in Pokemon GO, especially in 2026. This is Frigibax Calm Day with Go With Us. As always, let's get time and dates out of the way. Guys, Frigibax Calm Day will be taking place this coming Saturday on June the 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, so 3 hours only. But it's time to talk about our new Pokemon GO debut, Frigibax. Frigibax is a dragon and ice-type Pokemon originally coming from the Paldea region in Generation 9. Frigibax can evolve into Arctibax using 25 candy, and finally into Baxcalibur, which is also an ice and dragon type Pokemon using 100 candy. It's important to slot this in now that up until 9 p.m. on this day, if you evolve Arctibax into Baxcalibur, you will be able to get its special Community Day move, which is going to be Glaive Rush. In trainer battles, it's going to be doing 90 power, but it's going to be decreasing your opponent's defense stage by 1. And in gyms and raids, it's going to be doing 105 power. So off the bat, this is looking really strong. And we're going to show you just how strong towards the end of the video. We mentioned there are some top bonuses for this event, so let's run through them now. First and foremost, there are going to be increased spawns of Frigibax anywhere. This is a good time to mention. I want you guys to be playing in a downtown area, or a CBD area, or a university campus. Any area that has a dense spawn pool where a lot of Pokestops are available, lure modules are being set up by other trainers, you're popping your incense to really maximize the spawns. It's all about numbers on this day for one big reason, which is pretty much the main bonus of the day. It's going to be 3 times catch Stardust. Normally, a Frigibax outside of this event would grant you 100 Stardust, but during this event, because of the 3 times catch, you're going to be getting 300 Stardust per catch. We have an incredible way to multiply your Stardust gains here on top of some other methods as well that I know you're not even thinking about or you've just forgotten. Trust me, we're going to mention that in the tips. Incenses are going to last for 3 hours, but that does not include the daily incense. It's going to be 1 hour lure modules, 2 times catch candy, 2 times the chance of XL candy. We can make 1 additional special trade on this day for a total of 2, and trades are going to cost 50% less Stardust. I just want to touch on the trading very quickly. It's very important to take advantage of this special trade. We have mentioned this in our this week videos, but guys, trading Pokemon is one of the most underutilized things. Doing 2 special trades on this day always has a chance of this Pokemon going lucky, and if you didn't know, a lucky Pokemon has a 1 in 64 chance of becoming a hundo. Please take advantage of these special trades, very important. Just to touch on lure modules very quickly, they are extending the bonus. So what that effectively means is that also up until 9 p.m. that night, if you pop a regular lure module and you weren't able to play the event because of work or you had a family thing going on, you could literally sit somewhere, lure up a few stops, and Frigibax will be drawn to those stops up until 9 p.m. that night with the same shiny rate, which is going to be 1 in 25. Every single Frigibax on this day, including coming from field research, is going to have a 1 in 25 shiny rate. Very important. Let's talk about field research very quickly. We now know on community days that there are special backgrounds that come with certain field research tasks. In past community days, there are normally 2, which are catch 5 Pokemon while in a party. That's going to reward you with a Frigibax encounter, as well as catch 50 Pokemon for that Frigibax encounter, which will be guaranteed to have its own community day special background. These are guaranteed special researches. With that being said, all the other field research is going to be 1 task, which is going to be to catch 3 Frigibax for the following rewards. You can get 5 Great Balls, 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, 500 Stardust, which by the way, if you did have a Star Piece active, that would now become 750 Stardust. And last but not least, you will get an encounter with Frigibax, and please remember the CP of 534. That is going to be your guaranteed hundo every single time you get an encounter from field research for Frigibax. Speaking of the shiny form, have a look at the shiny line of Frigibax. Going into the Arctibax and the Baxcalibur, it takes on almost that ice blue, which I think is amazing colorization, especially in the Frigibax and Arctibax, a beautiful shiny line. However, very important to mention now as well, if you guys want to upgrade your Frigibax Community Day experience, you can purchase the ticket for a minimal cost of $2. But let me just show you all the rewards you're getting for the $2. You're gonna get an additional 10 encounters with Frigibax coming from special research. You're gonna get an Arctibax encounter, a Baxcalibur encounter. You're gonna be getting 60 Ultra Balls, 1 Star Piece, 1 Incense, 1 Charge CM, 3 Silver Pinap Berries, 1 Rocket Radar, as well as 1 Premium Battle Pass on top of 10,000 XP. And it doesn't end there, because of those Frigibax encounters, 3 of them are guaranteed to have a special background. These Com Day tickets, to be honest, are some of the best value in the game. Please note, with these special backgrounds as well, you can find them in the wild. It's very, very rare. I actually found on Score Bunny Com Day a couple of months ago, I found 1 shiny Score Bunny in the wild that did have its background. And even on Dino Com Day as well, there were a lot of dinos in the wild that did have that special background, so you could get lucky. If you guys are considering buying that Com Day ticket, please remember to do it through the web store. The reason why is that you can get gold points on that web store track to eventually claim premium items, but the other thing as well is that you will also get 5 free Ultra Balls at no additional cost by purchasing this ticket through the web store. If you guys are interested in special backgrounds, there is another way you can get more encounters, and that's to check in with a community ambassador meetup. Please check your Campfire app, and from there you can locate a community ambassador meetup. From there you will get a free timed research that will reward you encounters with Frigibax and special backgrounds. Details are out of the way, but what makes this the best Com Day of the year and why? First and foremost, it's the Pokemon that is available, especially the evolutions, which is Baxcalibur, as well as the 3x Catch Stardust bonus. Those are 2 very important things on this day, but what I'm going to do is start off with tip number 1 to help you maximize this day, and that is going to be candy gains. Do you really need candy for Baxcalibur? 100%, and I'm going to show you why. Please remember, Frigibax is a dragon and ice type Pokemon, so I want you guys to have a mega level 3 ice or dragon type Pokemon in the background, and I want it to be running the whole time while you're catching Pokemon. The reason why is that on this day you're already getting 2x catch candy, which means every single Frigibax you're going to be catching is going to be 6 candy. If you use a Pinap Berry, it's going to be 12 candy, but if you had a Mega Level 3 Ice or Dragon type Pokemon in the background, you're going to be getting an additional 2 candy for a total of 14, and of course, if that Mega is at Mega Level 3 as well, your XL Candy boost is going to be increased by 25% chance. Guys, just to give you an example, I did this on Tinkaton Com Day as well as did some trades. Have a look at the candy gains just as an example. It's not to brag, it's just to show you the power of Mega Evolution when it comes to candy gains. Tip number 2, and probably the big hit of this event, Stardust gains. I'm going to break this down very simply for you. Outside of this event, normally every Frigibax would be granting you 100 Stardust per catch, but during this event, it's going to be 3x catch Stardust, which means every single Frigibax you encounter is going to be granting you 300 Stardust per catch. But this is where I would strongly recommend throwing on a Star Piece. Your Star Piece is going to times your Stardust by 1.5 times, so now your Stardust gains every single catch is going to be 450 Stardust per catch, but it doesn't end there. If you are very lucky and this Pokemon is weather boosted by either windy weather because of the dragon typing or snowy weather because of the ice typing, you could increase this with a Star Piece because it all stacks together to around 537 Stardust per catch. Guys, that is broken. Do not overlook that, but it doesn't end there when it comes to Stardust gains. What I want you guys to do to really stack the Stardust and really maximize is to get 12 kilometer eggs right now. As you can see, I'm ready to go here, but there's a big thing that's very important to do. On your June Go Pass, which is at tier 3 at rank 75, as you can see, we can get more Stardust for hatching Pokemon. In 12 kilometer eggs, the Stardust yield is the highest it could possibly be when hatching eggs. So if we hatch 12 kilometer eggs while the Star Piece is running, that's going to stack together as well, which means normally every single 12 kilometer egg batch that I hatch, I'm normally getting between, you could say, 60 and 90,000 Stardust on a Star Piece. But with that June Go Pass tier 3 bonus of getting increased Stardust on a hatch, guys, with the Star Piece running, 12 kilometer eggs is probably going to yield you between 100 and 130 or 140,000 Stardust if you are very, very lucky. Extremely underrated method here. Not a lot of people do this. Please remember to do it. But it doesn't even end there with Stardust gains. There is another method here that I don't want you to do. Don't do this. But I'm just telling you that you could do it if you really wanted to do it. During these Team Mystic, Valor, and Instinct events, there were a lot of Pokemon that we could stack from field research. You could stack Sableye, you could stack Combi, you could stack Alolan Raichu, Flareon. all of these Pokemon are probably sitting in your stack tasks, and you're probably rubbing your hands together going, this is the opportunity to catch it on this day because I can get those Stardust gains on a star piece, but at 3 times catch Stardust rewards, which is what I've been telling you to do for, to be honest, into the years now. But don't do this specific calm day. You're probably going to be like, why? Wait for the Ultra Unlock events, which are going to be taking place after GoFest Global. The reason why is that those events are going to be 4 times catch Stardust rewards, which means all of those stack tasks are going to have 4 times catch Stardust on a star piece as well. Guys, I don't need to say anymore, just trust me. Bottom line on this day when it comes to Stardust, more Frigibax you catch, the more Stardust you get. It's about the numbers, real in the numbers. Tip number 3, and more of a side quest, evolve your Poipole, or remember to. A lot of people haven't actually done this in their Pokédex to get Naganadel. But in order to evolve Poipole into Naganadel, you need to use 200 Poipole candies, but most importantly, you need to catch 20 Dragon-type Pokemon with Poipole as your buddy. Because Frigibax is a Dragon-type Pokemon, you could literally complete this in 5 minutes to trigger that evolution. Remember to do that. Tip number 4, Platinum Medals. There are 3 medals you can chip away on this day, which would normally be very difficult to complete. The first one is going to be your Skier medal, which is to catch 2,500 Ice-type Pokemon. The other one is your Dragon Tamer medal, which is to catch 2,500 Dragon-type Pokemon. If I stop there, these 2 types are some of the rarest to spawn in the game. This day is probably your best opportunity for some time since Dino for that Dragon Tamer medal to really complete this medal. I actually have both completed, but if you guys didn't know, it's very important to try and do this for GoFest Global coming up because all the types will be spawning, and every single platinum medal you have completed of every type, you actually get a small base catch increase bonus, which is very important for that specific type. The other medal I want you guys to focus on is going to be your Picnicker medal. This requires you to put down lure modules and have other trainers catch 2,500 Pokemon off your lure. This is very easy to complete, to be honest, if you play in a downtown area or a very busy area where there's a lot of trainers, but you want to try and get there early and put your lures down early so that people can catch on your lures. A great medal to look at here. Tip number 5, what to do after 5 o'clock. When the event ends at 5 p.m., I want you guys to trade with an ultra or a best friend and try and reach that trade cap on that day, which is 100 trades with that friend. I want you guys to be trading Frigibax, so it's going to give you the best opportunity at another 100 encounters effectively at a boosted IV rate, because the base floor of trading with the best friend is 555 to either get lucky Frigibaxes or hopefully the hundo so you can evolve it before that 9 p.m. deadline to get Glaive Rush. Very important. If you don't complete this in time or you don't have the time to do that, I want you guys to trade these Pokemon the following Friday on Friendship Friday. The reason why is that you're going to get an additional guaranteed XL candy. Trades are going to cost 10% less Stardust on that day. You can do an additional 2 special trades on that day, which is probably going to be your Shiny Frigibaxes if you want to see it like that. But most importantly, all the trades on Friday have a much higher chance of going lucky, which is going to be your best opportunity that if you did get a lucky hundo the following Friday, you would then just have to wait for a December calm day to eventually get Glaive Rush on it when that calm day comes around. But here is the $1 million question. Why is this the calm day of the year? And let me just tell you that Baxcalibur right now in 2026 is incredible, especially with Glaive Rush, and let me just show you. But first and foremost, let's kick off with Arctibax in the Great League. In the Great League right now, Arctibax is performing better, currently hovering around the 179th spot, so that could be a decent spice pick, but Baxcalibur in the Great League right now is not ranked well at all. In the Ultra League, it performs a little bit better, currently hovering around the 326th spot. The best IV set you want there is going to be a 115-15, but it's actually in the Master League at a 15-15-15 with XL candy, which you are going to need. Remember from those candy gains we said from Mega Evolution, it's currently hovering around the 82nd spot. But with Glaive Rush, Baxcalibur is definitely going to have a jump in all 3 of these leagues. Very important to mention that, probably most likely in the Master League. However, let's have a look at Baxcalibur as a raid attacker now. Currently as an ice type attacker, Baxcalibur is incredibly good. It's breaking into the top 10 in the game with Ice Fang and Avalanche, which is amazing. But as a dragon type, it's only sitting around the 38th spot, but that's without Glaive Rush. With Glaive Rush, this is definitely going to jump this Pokemon up a few places in the dragon type category, which is amazing. However, no one is talking about the big hitter here. If you weren't aware, and now you will be aware, Baxcalibur has a mega form, which is Mega Baxcalibur, which will be coming to the game at some point. I have just done I've just done a bit of research and I am blown away by what I've just seen. This Pokemon is gonna be broken, and let me just show you why. As a dragon type attacker with Glaive Rush, this Pokemon is projected to be better than Mega Rayquaza with Breaking Swipe. That is a massive, massive statement for this Pokemon. I'm very hyped up right now because this has very much taken me by surprise. But what happens in the Ice type category? Guys, with Ice Fang and Avalanche, Mega Baxcalibur is projected to be the second best in the game, only behind White Kyurem with that Ice Burn. Guys, I cannot explain how important, what an incredible community Frigibax is, not just for now, but for the potential of what's coming. And as we know in Pokemon Go, patience gets rewarded. It is very much a marathon, it is not a sprint, and this is a good way to look at this event because of the mega that will be coming at some point. You need to be doing everything you can to get that hundo. If you want to see everything going on in Pokemon Go this week, please check it out above me right here, and going into next week's episode, we will replace that, which of course will include Frigibax Calm Day. Love you guys so much. This is an incredible event. Really appreciate your support. Hit that like and subscribe button. Huge hype on the event as well, and hype this video so we can send this video as far as wide for people to see and for people to gain awareness, because trust me, it's a big one. Love you. Go with us. Catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.